Hello, everybody. I'm Terrence Boykin with Boykin Realty Associates, brokered by Keller Williams, here today with Carlos Mims of the Trapp Insurance Group to let you know how you can actually own your lifestyle. Now, this came about because Carlos and I were having a conversation around COVID and the lockdown right now, and many families are seeing that at least one of the breadwinners aren't able to work anymore, so their lifestyle is taking a hit. As Carlos was talking, he gave me an example of their lifestyle ownership program. I really like what he was saying. Carlos, can you give us an outline of your lifestyle ownership program?
Oh, sure, Terrence. I appreciate you giving this opportunity. But the way we present it is, it's just like someone's getting ready to build a house. You figure out what type of house, where you're going to have it, and then you figure out the plans, and then you figure out the cost, and then you go and you get some protection for that built. Just in case life happens, a storm or something, the built doesn't stop. It just continues on, and then you go out and actually build it. And what I found that most couples that come together and they decided that they're going to build a lifestyle, what we do is we design the lifestyle, we talk about the lifestyle we want. We actually start putting figures together about how much this lifestyle is going to cost us. And then we start building it. The one thing that we don't put in the plan is the going out and getting protection while we're building this lifestyle. If life happens, it doesn't change what you're doing. The plan continues on, and that allows you to be able to enjoy life when you have your partner. If you don't have your partner, even if one of you becomes disabled, it doesn't change the lifestyle that you become accustomed to.
Got it. And I was really thinking about it because during this pandemic period, our families may have lost an income earner, but the government was there to step in with money. When this happens to our individual families, I don't know that the government's going to be there for us. What steps would a family take to do this? I think you said there were maybe 5 points.
Yeah, there's 5 steps that we ask our clients to look at. The first one is you got to define your lifestyle. Okay. And defining a lifestyle is everything around the house, or if you're renting around the home, not necessarily all your other credit cards, car loans, things of those nature. But you define the lifestyle so you can get that number. The next thing is that you got to create some kind of income producing asset that you own that will continue to give you some residual income. And then the third part is you got to minimize your tax exposure. One thing we do know in the United States is that you're going to pay taxes, so you got to be able to minimize that. The fourth thing is that you got to get out of consumer debt. You're losing money both ways with consumer debt. And then the fifth is once you're out of debt, you take that money, start investing it, and then that resource will actually start to pay for the lifestyle that you now own.
That's pretty simple. And right now, to me, that sounds simple because I'm at a different level than I was years ago. But I know as a young person just getting started in life, if you had said that to me, it would have been like you speaking German to me. I would have had no idea what you just said. Do you have plans, and can you work with some of our younger families to get them started with this type of program?
Almost definitely. And I've got a client up in Maryland that I'm working with. They're married, getting ready to have a new child, and actually the first child. And these questions came up, and then we started talking about the numbers and how were you going to do it. And so we meet on Zoom, we have phone calls, and I become their accountability partner. I sit down and tell them what they need to know, not what they want to hear. And things are starting to change. The paradigm has shifted. It's not so much about making all the money, it's about how do I maximize the money that I'm making now.
Okay. Got it. And I know we've been talking about young couples so far. There are a lot of us my age, maybe a little older, that are thinking, I don't know where to start right now. I've only got a few more years in my working life. What can I do? Can you help those people?
Almost definitely. Surprisingly, I'm starting to work with more young, but right now I work with a lot of older people that are getting to that retirement, and they're realizing, I still have to work. I hate to be the one around 60 and you can't really plan for retirement because you got to keep working. I believe that we should have that option, a true option, of whether you're going to continue to work or not.
Perfect. And I know we've talked about a lot of things here, and some of you may be watching this video in the Triangle area of North Carolina where we're filming.
Yes.
Some may be watching across the country. Carlos, can you help people that may be watching in Alabama or Oklahoma or California?
Oh, most definitely. You know, if you got a phone and you got internet, we can help.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for that advice today. Any tips you'd like to leave our listeners?
The biggest tip is you got to know your numbers. And when we're talking about lifestyle ownership, it's not an emotional thing. It's a mathematical equation. And when you know your numbers, then your decisions become better based off of your numbers.
Perfect. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, you can always find Carlos at the Trapp Insurance Agency. Please reach out to him. If you have any suggestions for future videos, we'd love to get those comments as well. Hope you guys have a great day. Carlos, thank you for coming out today.
Thank you for having me, Terrence.
Yeah.